Hi, welcome to Yoga with Virginia Marie Yoga. My name is Virginia, and today we are going to begin class in an easy seat. So come to sit crisscross applesauce or sit on your heels. Allow whatever was going on before you arrived on your mat to slide off of your body. And take a moment to allow whatever is yet to happen, to wait, to have patience. And perhaps for the first time in a long time, simply bring awareness into your breath. Take a nice deep cleansing inhale in that fills up your lungs, your belly, your throat. And then part your lips and sigh it all the way out. Take another deep, full, cleansing breath in. And then open your mouth, ah-H, audibly sigh it out. I'm beginning class today with a meditation using a mala necklace. As I move each bead in between my index and my thumb, I first breathe in gratitude, thinking of 108 things that I am grateful for. The way that my body moves, the breath in my lungs. Take a soft moment right here, yogis, to think about what are you grateful for today. And just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders and feel the earth receive you. And the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. And just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. And breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. And just for now, be boundless, free with awakened energy tingling in your hands and in your feet. And drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, so fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. Bringing awareness into the breath. If it is in your practice to set an intention, as you inhale, reach your arms up wide and high and gather all the energy around you. And bend your elbows palm to palm, thumbs to the heart center. As you press your hands in towards one another, set an intention for your practice. Whether it's just a word that you want to soak in for the next 30 minutes, or a person or a place you want to dedicate your time and energy. And maybe that person is you. Seal it here and come back to it often. Then gently bring your hands down to your knees. And if you're not already crisscross applesauce, come into a cross-legged position and begin cat-cows, pulling on the shins, tucking your chin to your chest, navel to the spine. As you inhale, reach your arch forwards, draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. A couple more rounds, use your breath. Bring a softness to the gaze or close your eyes entirely. Start to drip your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then roll the chin to the chest and draw the right ear over to the right shoulder. Again, rolling half moons here. half circles, half crescents, creating space in your neck. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to the knee. Sweep through center, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to the knee. Coming back through center, lateral stretch. Left arm reaches up and over. Coming back through center, plant the left hand down. Right arm reaches up and over. Gently come back through center and forward fold over your legs. Hands down, chin to chest. Relax your jawline. Soften the sides of your tongue. Altar pose. Bring your hands behind your hips. Plant your feet. Lift your hips up into the sky. Deep breath in. Fill all the way up. Option to drop your head back behind you or to keep your double chin. Sit bones back to the earth. Crisscross the applesauce, other shin in front. And again, seated cat-cows. I love to do things with both shins in front so that way I can feel a difference in my hips. I can feel how my side bodies feel differently. Know that I'm going to hold some postures longer than others because of how they feel in my body. Do a couple of twists, each side. Take your time. No rush. There's nothing to accomplish here, everything to feel. Move at your pace. Some lateral stretches. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over. Come back through the center, other side. And gently, again, tucking earlobe towards shoulder, allowing the chin to roll to the front side, drawing the other earlobe to the other shoulder. Taking a couple of half circles here. Relax your jawline, soften the sides of your tongue. Remember that yoga is about love, grace, compassion for the body. This isn't a performance. Yoga is a practice. So I encourage you to be interested, excited as to what your body wants to do. Let your ego go. Don't go too far. Don't do too much. Roll over to tabletop posture, stack shoulders over wrists, your hips go over your knees. As you inhale cow, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your bum. Exhale cat, press the earth away, chin to your chest, navel to your spine, tuck your tailbone. Adding any organic movements here, you can sway your hips, you can S your spine. Opportunity to do some wrist stretches, turning hands away from one another, circling shoulders over your wrists. Side to side, back and forth. Another rotation, fingertips face your knees, thumbs are away from each other. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Nice and slow. Shifting the tabletop posture to the very back of your mat. Puppy dog forward. Reach your arms forward. Drop the forehead down to the earth. Keeping those hips stacked high up over those knees. Opportunity to bring the chin down to the earth, but if it's the ego talking and not the body, come back to the forehead. Really lengthen through your underarms here, yogis. Lengthen your side ribs. And roll forward, Sphinx posture. The forearms drape down, stack shoulders over your elbows, tops of feet press. And even here, I love to do some head rolls. Relax the neck, soften the jawline, soften the sides of your tongue. As you press down fiercely through the forearms, tuck your toes. Forearm plank, lift your hips in line with your shoulders. The belly is in, the energy extending out through the heels, energy extending out through the crown. Notice that I'm not lifting my chin up. I'm not dropping my head down. The line of energy is strong from the heels to the hips to the shoulders to the crown. Relax the jawline. Soften your cheekbones. This isn't happening in your face. Pressing down through those forearms. Continue to puff the back of the heart up. Crocodile pose. Come all the way down. Stack your hands on top of one another. Rest your forehead down. Bend your knees. Sway your feet side to side. Relax your low back. Press back into closed-legged child's pose. Knees together. Big toes touch. Drape your torso over the legs. Rabbit pose. Hands come around to grab your heels. Tuck your chin to your chest, top of the head to the earth. Lift your hips up. Really pull on those heels with those arms, lifting those hips higher. I literally cracked my back in this posture, and it felt really great. Gently come to sit up. Tuck your toes if you want a foot stretch. Know that this is optional. Shoulder stretch. Reach your left arm out long in front of you. Hook it with right elbow. Gently tug. And then gently switch. You reach your right arm out long in front of you. Hook it with the left elbow. Compassionately pull it. And then gently release. Reach your arms up. Give yourself a pat on the back with the left hand. Right hand finds the elbow. And then gently switch. Notice I'm not dropping my head forwards. My spine line is long. My earlobes stay stacked over my shoulders. Untuck your toes, hands behind your feet, pick up your knees, stretch the tops of your feet, stretch the fronts of your ankles. And then gently, hands come forward, tuck toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now press all four corners of your hands down into the earth, activate through the finger pads, lengthen through your underarms and the side bodies, extend your sit bones high into the sky and take it out and pedal out your feet. Extend one heel and then the other. Allowing your navel to draw up and in. Continue to always and forever press the earth away. And then tiny, tiny tiptoes. Walk all the way up to the top of your mat. The last one to get there wins. Bend your knees, drape your torso over your thigh bones, capture opposite elbows, and gently sway side to side. Allow your torso to drip down towards the earth. And all those thoughts drip out of the top of your skull. Release your hands down, bend your knees, slowly roll to stand one bone at a time. Roll your shoulders and fix your clothes. Inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. Swan dive through your center, forward fold. Take a half lift, hands to shins or your thighs, nice long flat back. Exhale, fold, bow, release. Step your left foot all the way back. High crescent lunge, reach your arms up, press your hands in towards one another, sink low into your front knee. Cactus or elbows lean into the back of your heart, shoulder blades towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, twist. Press your hands in towards one another. Hook left elbow outside right knee. Inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhales, twist you deeper. Step back, high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly or halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Heart opener of choice. Downward loving dog. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. Again, nice and slow, tippy, tippy, tiptoe. Walk all the way up to your thumbs. Take your time. Half lift, lengthen your heart forwards. Nice, long, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, release, bow. Upward salute, press to rise. Breathe all the way up, gaze up. Palm to palm, hands to heart. Come back to your intention. Inhale, upward salute. Lateral stretch to the right. Lateral stretch to the left. Come back to the center. Forward fold, swan dive all the way down. Half lift, breathe in, nice fresh air. Exhale, plant hands, step your right foot to the back of the house. High crescent lunge, Alanasana. Reach your arms up, cactus, your elbows lean into the back of your heart. Palm to palm, thumbs to the heart, twist left. Right elbow outside your left knee. Again, inhales are lengthening your spine. Exhales are twisting you from your navel space. Slow motion release, frame your front foot. Step back, high plank, top of your push-up. Vinyasa or not, it is your choice. And here I decide to do mountain climbers in that high plank position, drawing right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow. You can move slow, you can move fast. You can skip this entirely. High plank is good enough. Child's pose is good enough. You are enough. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up into the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee, move it around, creating space in your right hip. Lengthen right leg long. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen right leg long. Exhale, step your foot up in between your thumbs. High crescent, rise up, lift up, breathe up. Cactus your elbows, lean into the back of your heart. Inhale, breathe up. Warrior 2, peel the back heel down and open up your arms front and back. Skanda to the back, bend into your left knee, lengthen your right leg, flex right toes. Warrior 2. Again, Skandasana to the back. Warrior 2. Skanda to the back, because 3 times is always a charm. Warrior 2 to the front, extended side angle. You can bring right hand to the inside of your foot or bend your elbow, rest forearm to the earth. And then turn on over, both hands inside of your front right foot. Lizard pose. I'm going to turn my right toes out, roll onto the razor edge side of my foot, bring my hand to the middle of my thigh bone and compassionately press it away. Relax your jaw. Soften the sides of your tongue. Let go of your expectations. Let go of your judgments. Let's add a quad stretch. Right arm reaches up into the sky. Opportunity to bend your back left knee. Right hand finds left foot. Remember to be interested, excited as to what the body wants to do. Don't worry about how this looks. Breathe into how this feels. Return back to center. Tuck back toes. And then I step forward, Malasana, yogi squat. My toes are turned out. All 4 corners of my feet are on the ground. Triceps pressing into knees, knees pressing directly back into my triceps, and my hands are pressing together. Keep your heart open, keep your spine line long, relax your jaw. There's a point in my practice where this posture did not feel good, and still I return to the mat time and time again. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half left. Exhale, fold, bow, release. Upward salute, root to rise. Breathe up, palm to palm, hands to heart center. Come back to your intention. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog or vinyasa flow. You choose. Lift your left leg up into the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee, move it around. Nice large circles. Take up some space, yogis. Lengthen left leg long, knee to left tricep, shift forwards. Inhale, kick and reach, knee to right tricep, twist under yourself. Inhale, kick and reach. Step your foot in between your thumbs. If the ankle doesn't get all the way up there, grab it and help it. Rise up, high crescent. Cactus your elbows, lean into the back of the heart, opening your collarbones. Warrior 2, take up some space. Skanda to the back, bend your right knee. Inhale, come back to center, warrior 2. Skanda to the back. Remembering that transitions are just as important as postures themselves. Warrior 2. Work to have fluidity. Work with your body, not against. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Left hand down. Right hand reaches up over your earlobe. Extend out. Spiral the hands down. Lizard pose. Both hands inside your left foot. Drop the back right knee down. Again, my variation is to turn my left toes out. Roll onto the pinky edge side of my foot. Hand to the left thigh. Press with compassion. Quad stretch. Reach your left arm up into the sky. Bend your back right knee. Left hand finds the foot. I was saying before that Malasana for me used to not be available in my body. And that's how it all begins. It all begins as impossible. That's why we do yoga, because we can't move well, or we want to move better, we want to have more flexibility, we want to be stronger. And then when we arrive on our mat, Malasana to the front of the mat, and we see our growth, our flexibility, our strength, then we continue to arrive to see what else we can do. Opportunity to add a twist, opportunity to add a bind. And still, it is never a performance. It is always a practice. All you have to do is show up, yogis. Forward fold, hands down, heel toe your feet underneath your hips. Half lift, lengthen the heart forward. Spread your sit bones wide behind you. Forward fold, release, bow. Upward salute, root to rise, stand up, breathe up. Palm to palm, hands to your heart center. Tadasana. Ground down through all four corners of both feet. Lengthen your spine line long, set your drishti, set your focus. Keep rooted through that right foot, and then lift your left knee up into space. And then I tap my left big toe onto the earth 3 times, working to not move any other part of my body other than my left femur bone. And then draw the left knee over to the left, and then I tap it up and down 3 times with the hip open. Draw it back to center. Dancer posture. I bend my left knee, left heel to left bum. My left hand finds my left foot. In this variation, I'm just leaning forwards. I'm kicking my foot into my hand. I feel it a lot in my quadriceps. I feel it in my left shoulder. Come back through center, stand up, cross left ankle over right thigh bone, and then sit down in chair. We all feel the posture differently in every body. So move in a way that feels good-ish for you. Practicing having contentment with what you have while you work for what you want. Slide your left foot to the outside of the right foot, forward fold. This is a great IT band stretch. If the hands don't come down to the earth, feel free to prop them on blocks. Half lift, lengthen your heart space forwards. Forward fold, release, bow. Upward salute, root to rise, stand up, breathe up. Palm to palm, hands to heart. Tadasana again, ground down through all 4 corners of your left foot. Pick your right knee up into space. And then 3 bob down of the right toe. Standing nice and tall through the spine. Torso stays lifted. Shoulders over hips, earlobes over shoulders. 3 up and down with the toe. Open the knee over to the right. And then again here, hip open. Trying to stay stable in my torso and in my standing leg, only moving from the hip. Dancer posture, bend your knee. Right hand finds the foot. Knowing the posture will look and feel different on both sides of the body. Breathe into where you need. Is it the low back where you feel it, the shoulder, the quad? Cross your right ankle over the left thigh bone, sit down in chair. Steady your drishti, steady your focus. If you fall out of the posture, simply come back. And then forward fold with the figure 4. But I forgot it. So I'm just going to slide that foot to the outside of my left foot and hinge on forwards. Remember to work with your body. Yoga is a conversation for you to listen to how your body feels. Unwind your legs, forward fold, half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, release, and bow. Malasana, again, turn the toes out, sink your hips down, hands to your heart center. And then I gently come to sit on my bum. Lengthen your legs out long in front of you. Forward fold, Paschimottanasana, lengthen your spine with your inhales. And hinge from your hips, reach your heart forwards. Remembering that it's a process. Can you practice having contentment with the pose that you have while you work for the pose that you want? With the understanding that no posture will bring happiness, but your ability to have contentment in the posture is what can bring happiness. Keep your right leg out, bring your left foot up and in, fold over just your right leg. And then add a twist, left foot steps on the outside of the right leg. Twist to the left, gaze over your left shoulder. Gomukhasana, bend the bottom knee. Stack left knee on top of your right. You can widen out your feet if you want to. Now both sits bones should be on the earth. Keep the heart lifted or begin to forward fold. Remembering to breathe into sensation. Let go of any attachment that you have as to how you think it should look. And gently bring your hands behind you, unwind your legs, knock your knees side to side, rinse out your hips and your low back. And Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, soles of the feet together, knees will open up. Again, hinge from your hips. Think about drawing the belly button closer to the earth. Keep your spine long. Remember to be interested, excited as to what the body wants to do. Your body has no finality with postures. There isn't any end point to yoga. It is always a journey. So practice contentment in the journey. Left leg forward, right foot up and in. Forward fold over your left leg. Remembering that different side bodies feel different. And so if one side is tighter than the other, feel free to stay and to breathe longer. Twist it. Right foot steps on the outside of your left leg. Big hug with the left hand, right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder. And gently release. Gomukhasana, bend that bottom knee. Knees are stacked on top of one another. You can widen out your feet. Big stretch for the hips, so lengthen your spine as you inhale. Opportunity to hinge forward if you want to, but it doesn't make you a better person. It's just a variation. Again, have such gratitude. Have such gratitude for simply arriving on your mat today. Can that be enough? Can the time spent on the mat be enough? Whatever it looks like. All right, I am going to cradle my right shin in my arms. So I hook the outside of my right shin to the crook of my left elbow. And then I even come down onto my right forearm, and then I'm going to wiggle around, and I'm going to look really weird. But I'm stretching out my right piriformis, and it feels really great, especially if you're on a hard, flat surface. And then gently switch to the other leg. The pinky edge side of my left foot goes into the crook of my right elbow. You can also just hold it with your hand as well. Opportunity to draw down to your left forearm and then roll around on your left glute, your left bum. Move any which way that feels good for you. And then gently release. And the idea was I was going to only do extended 8-angle, an arm balance. But as I bring my right knee up over my right shoulder, at this moment, I'm like, oh, it's much higher than it normally is. So just for fun, I extend my right hand down to the ground and see if I can look underneath my left armpit. And I'm like, oh, look at this. It's about the best compass I think I've ever done on that side. All right, 8-angle. So I hook my left foot on top of my right. I squeeze my inner thighs together. I shift my heart forwards. I bend my elbows. And I squeeze my inner thighs to shoot my feet off to the side. And then I go to the other side. And because I did compass on the first side, I'm like, well, shoot, I might as well do it on this side too. And I'm like, oh, this side is definitely a lot more tight. My hamstring length on my left side is not as much as I have on my right. And still, that's okay. It's a journey. It's a journey. 8-angle, hook that low free foot on top of the right. Reach your heart forward, squeeze your inner thighs together, and kick those feet off to the side. You know, and if it's on your to-do list, then keep it for tomorrow. It's just a pose. 8-angle does not make you a better person. slowly come to lay down on your back side. And then windshield wiper your knees side to side, rinse out your hips and your low back. Bend your right knee into your belly and give it a big old hug. Left leg can be long. Move your right knee side to side. Extend your right leg up into the sky. Weave your fingers behind your thigh bone. Point and flex your toe. Roll around in your foot. Any movement here that feels good for you. And supine twist, cross that knee over to the left side of your world. Your right arm reaches out long to the right. You can gaze up or you can gaze to the right. Big belly breath in, fill up. Part your lips and sigh it all the way out. Gently come back to the back. Switch sides, left knee up and in, right leg long. Move your left knee side to side, creating space in your left hip through movement, not through magic. Extend your left leg up into the sky, point and flex your toe, roll around in your ankle. And supine twist, bend the knee, cross it over to the right side of the world. The left arm reaches out long to the left. Big breath in, fill all the way up. And part your lips, sigh it all the way out. And happy baby, knees to the outsides of your ribs. Find your feet or your ankles or just the backs of your legs. And if there's any other posture that I did not do today that makes you a better person, take your time, go there, be there, spend your time. And when you're ready, bend your knees into your belly, arms around your shins. As you exhale, draw your nose up in between your knees. Give yourself a kiss for coming to yoga. Inhale, lay down, Shavasana. The feet flap away from each other. Palms are up so the fingers can curl. Puff up your heart to wiggle your shoulder blades away from your earlobes. Relax your jawline. And just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. And feel the earth receive you. And the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. And just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. And breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. And just for now, be boundless, free with awakened energy tingling in your hands and in your feet. And drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that the world looks different, newly born, and vibrant. Just for now. Begin to welcome awareness back into your breath. And take a nice deep cleansing inhale that fills up your lungs, your belly, your throat. And part your lips and sigh it all the way out. Another deep cleansing breath in, fill all the way up. Then open the mouth audibly, ah-h, sigh it out. Welcome movement to the body, wiggle the fingers and the toes. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Bend your knees into your belly. Wrap arms around shins. Rock side to side to relax your low back. Roll to your favorite side body. Cradle your head with your arm. Taking a moment on your side to feel how you feel. Physically, mentally, emotionally. What are you creating for you in this time and in this space? And very gently press yourself up into an easy seat, crisscross applesauce. And come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. And as you breathe in, inhale and reach your arms up over your head. Gather all the energy around you. And palm to palm, thumbs to your heart center. As you come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice, As you breathe in your intention to every cell of your being. And as you breathe out, exhale your intention into your Anjali Mudra, sealing it with yourself and the world. And thank you for arriving to your practice. Thank you for filling your cup. The light in me sees, honors the light in you. It is that same light we promise to shine to ourselves. Thank you for coming.